For here upon this tablet read, all ye who have the time to heed, God's providence, yes, on the wall is my inheritance, that's all.
Do you hear footsteps?
Yeah. Footsteps. Yeah. It's just moved.
I'm Alex. I'm a filmmaker and paranormal researcher. I've been interested in the paranormal ever since I was a child.
I'm Rachel, and I am helping Alex produce the first season of Wish, Watch, Unfold. I believe that there is something out there, but I've yet to see it.
I was contacted by the Wish team. They asked me to come along on some investigations with them and to see how they work.
I'm a believer since a young age. I had a couple of paranormal experiences.
Okay, yeah, I am a believer, and since from about the age of 8, I've started sort of reading paranormal books and things like that, so yeah, I'm a total believer.
Would you describe yourself a believer, a skeptic, or somewhere in between maybe?
Normally as a skeptic, don't really believe in it, so I just try and disprove it with the group. Some things that you just can't explain, and why I'm doing this is I want to delve a little bit deeper into that. Well, with Wish, what we're looking for is the pure hard evidence.
Pure hard evidence?
Hard evidence. We're looking for something you can't argue with, and with the experiments we do, hopefully we'll leave a few people scratching their heads.
But we're not into drama, we're not going to do any dramatics.
We have a lot of equipment, all these different ways we do things. We want to show you what we get.
I really like that they focus on pure hard evidence above anything else, and so we decided that I would come in and follow them around on a number of investigations and see what we can get.
Good evening. Welcome to Wish, Watch, Unfold. So tonight's investigation brings us to Gods Providence House on the Isle of Wight. Lisa, as the historian of the team, what do you know about this property we are going to investigate?
Okay, so I'm so excited about this property here. It's a Grade 2 listed building. It is one of the oldest houses in Newport. In the 1580s, killed so many people in and around the area of Newport. The bodies were buried at Church Lytton and at Carisbrooke Church. But this was the only house that didn't get affected by the plague.
This house alone did not get affected.
Yep, it's the only one in Newport that didn't get affected, hence why it's actually called God's Providence.
And it actually, the saying of God's Providence House is, God's Providence is our inheritance. I'm taking it as some sort of recognition to when they were saved from the plague.
Exactly.
Is that
yeah.
exactly
I mean,
what it is?
having so many people die in one area and this be the only place not to have it.
Right.
I mean, to them, there must have been some sort of reason behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
steeped in history here tonight.
Steeped in history.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm really looking forward to every single bit of this, guys. So we have Niall, our skeptic. He's going to be coming in later in the evening to join us on the investigation. See if he can dismiss some of our evidence.
Yep.
Let's hope we have a cracking night. We are going to spend many hours in this property to investigate God's Providence House tonight.
So, episode 2, God's Providence House. We turned up as usual to follow the team around. This was only the second investigation that we'd been with them on, so it was still quite new, and we were interested to see where the night would go. God's Providence House has a lot of history, and yeah, we were very excited.
in this dining room, customers have reported seeing a figure standing right in the corner. Whilst enjoying a cup of tea or something to eat, the customers see it at the corner of their eye and then leave.
Here in the kitchen at Gods Providence, the staff report their hair being pulled, their names being called, and things thrown at them.
The cupboard in this corridor has been known to open all by itself, with staff members adamant that they've closed it.
As usual, the team got set up with their equipment, we got set up with our equipment, and before we knew it, it was time to turn the lights out and get started. Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Okay, you ready, guys?
Yep.
So before we start, if anyone's here with us now this evening, either in this room or in the house, is there any chance you could communicate with us through this glass? Could you tell us your name on this device, or a message you would like to say to us, or start moving the glass if you are here?
What's it like?
Do you hear footsteps?
You're doing footsteps? Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you make them footsteps again? If that was you, that was brilliant. If that's you, can you bring it back to the centre? Watch. Okay. So if that was your footsteps, can you clarify it was? Come to me if it was. Go to these guys over there if it wasn't. Okay.
Interesting.
Sentence.
Okay, can you move the glass to where you are in the room with us? Can you move the glasses to where you are? Okay, so you're near Rachel. We have already introduced ourselves. It'd be nice to let us know who we're talking to.
Hanged. Is that how you died?
So is it a man that we're talking to? Can you come towards me if it's a man that we're talking to?
It's very faint.
It is very faint, isn't it? Okay, can you move the glass to whereabouts you are? Whereabouts are you in the room? Can you move the glass as to where you are? Minute.
Do you want us to give you a minute?
We are here with the utmost respect for you, so if you are still here, can you move the glass to Niall for me?
Thank you. So can you tell us why you keep coming to me? Is there a specific reason? No, I don't want something. David. I asked for a name.
So your
I
name's
said,
David?
my name is Ash, can you tell me your name?
Okay, so your name's David?
We've got a name back. David. God, Alex.
Sorry.
I did not know you were there, Alex.
So after investigating in the front dining room for a bit, we decided to go into one of the back ones. And in this one, if I remember correctly, there is said to be a woman who sits in a specific chair. in that room. So we were looking forward to see if we would catch anything in there.
If you come closer to it, you're going to light it up to yellow for us. Can you light it up to yellow? You use all your energy. That's it, you're getting there.
Go to red for us if you can.
Can you just... Are you the one that's just made this room cold?
Is this your room?
What's going on here, Alex?
Bloody hell.
Well, there's that.
Hello? Huh?
That was creepy.
That was
Well,
that.
there's that. Well, there's that.
That was that.
Yeah, that was really
Hey,
clear.
so-
That.
You're going to talk to us, thank you.
So thank you very much. Do you welcome us into this room?
Sorry, can you tell us your name? Whose room is this?
What? What?
Well, say that again.
You said mummy. Are you a mummy?
It's got really cold around my back.
No.
Throw.
Throw? You going to throw something?
You throw that bouncy ball for us.
5.
Yeah, there's 5 of us here.
Oh yeah. Whoa,
What was
Here
that?
we go.
that was the same sound.
Which one was it?
So we started hearing the camera sounds again, which had become such an important part of the first investigation at the Soden Inn, and we thought at that point that this phenomenon might be starting again. On the way to checking that out, Ash heard something in the kitchen area.
Listen carefully, just listen carefully. It sounds like the beats are going around the corner, like someone's coming in there. No, not that. No, that's... Is there someone there? Can't hear it now.
So at this point we decided to do a sweep with the SLS camera to try and see if we could catch whatever it was that Ash had been hearing in the kitchen. So the SLS uses a Kinect motion sensing camera to map out any potential figures that we might not be seeing with our own eyes. It is quite sensitive, so it will map chair legs and things like that. So you have to use a certain amount of illumination when you're looking at evidence from it. But it's a useful tool if you can, once you eliminate all of the natural sources that it might be mapping.
What's that?
Did anyone turn the light
I
on?
did go to the toilet, but that was ages ago.
I haven't touched it.
I'd turn the light off in this room.
On our way upstairs, we found the bathroom light on.
You shooting at it?
Turn the night vision off to get the light.
For a cubicle, it might have been, yeah. It is extremely cold. Really cold.
What was that?
What was that?
What was that?
What was it?
It was a...
Yeah. Where,
I
was
thought it was a
that,
dog.
where did that come from?
Yeah. It
There's
sounded
a
like
machinery working here.
No.
Where
It
did
was
that come from?
back.
Was
It was back there.
It was like, how was it? It was like a groan.
Yeah, it was like...
Yeah.
Can you do that again?
I'm glad you picked that up though.
It sounded sort of dog-like.
It sounded dog-like.
The first piece of evidence we have to review here is was it a whisper or no? It's a growl. wasn't it?
To me, it sounded like a raspy breath or someone just breathing out. It's really sort of heavy. I don't know. That's what I heard.
Sounds like a growl to start with, but then when you hear it through headphones, it sounds more like a breath type.
I think it sounded as if it was coming from right beside the person with the video camera. So Alex, it sounds as if it was coming right by the side of him.
Yeah.
Because it went straight into his microphone, so it would have had to
behind, I think.
behind. So it would have had to have been pretty close.
So we can rule out it was none of us, but can we rule out that isn't something seeming like a breath or a growl? Because it's quite, like I say, it's quite raspy, isn't it? It's quite.
It could be just us thinking that it sounds like that when it could be something
Yeah, so,
else. So
no, as the skeptic, how would you debunk that? What could that be?
Well, it could be you hear lots of things, and then obviously your brain goes, "Oh, this could be it," and you try to immediately jump to something. And sometimes it could be nothing. It could be just air or anything rushing through a window.
Sure.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
but then sometimes it could not be. But obviously, if you're unable to see factual what it's like, is it this or that, you can't put it down to it's spiritual.
So for us personally as a team, I don't see that as 100% paranormal evidence.
it's very interesting.
Yeah, it's...
No, it's interesting to capture that.
Okay, so myself and Lisa were up in the first floor front room, and we had the walkie-talkies on the table, we had Alice, and we also had the dowsing rods.
Can you tell us your name? Tell us who you are? Radio. Do you mean our walkie-talkies?
And Alice said the word radio, which we didn't really think anything of at the time. We did have radio, we did have walkie-talkies on the table, and we just left it. And then the walkie-talkies started to make a noise, like someone was trying to speak.
So if there's someone called Sean here that we spoke to last time, anyway... What's that?
Wait, walkie-talkie's going off. The other walkie-talkie's in here.
Are you making the walkie-talkie go off?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Are you trying to talk through the walkie-talkie?
Sorry, that made me jump. So sorry, but thank
Are
you.
you trying to talk through the walkie-talkie?
You said radio.
It did.
Have we got like...
How is that happening then? What's the logical reason?
The other one is not on. The other one is not on at all.
If you can talk to us through our radio here, or through our machine here, can you give us a message?
So that was quite compelling, and that was probably the best piece of evidence that me and Lisa had in the room.
Okay, so this is where me and Rachel are in the upstairs parlour,
Okay.
starting to communicate, and the walkie-talkie decides to go off on its own.
Right.
I can't really explain why. No, does it go off on its own? Perhaps maybe if it's low on battery power or anything, or
Not low on battery power. The device will actually tell if it goes low on battery power itself. The only thing that I can put this down to is possible if there's another walkie-talkie with the same frequency getting involved. That's the only thing I put it down to.
we did have another walkie-talkie in there, but it was switched off.
You can have all your paranormal equipment, but when something like the walkie-talkies gives you the paranormal evidence...
I think for this one, though, I mean, it was on for a little while first before it did start making noise. I don't know whether that has any relevance, because if it was switched on to start with and it was trying to find one, surely it would have made noise to start with.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. So I don't think we can really sort of say that it's pure hard evidence.
But then you never know. Then it comes down to the fact of you can't, if you're in a certain area, you can't control that area, especially God's Providence, because we've said before it's in the middle of Newport.
Yeah.
And it's such a big area.
Can you go back out again for me? Wow. Check this out. All the way back out. Thank you. Thank you. And then, just to show one more time that you're here, can you go all the way back in? Use a lot of force to go back in if you can. Can you use more force than that just to show you're here? Whoa. Thank you. Thank you.
So the wood in this room is used from old shipwrecks. You perhaps anything to do with the boats? You're a sailor? Were you on one of the boats?
Is that a yes?
I don't even know.
You didn't even finish the question.
This is brilliant. Can you mention the names on that again?
Joseph Whitehead.
Can you go outwards if we mention your name? Go for it.
Joseph Whitehead, Elizabeth Whitehead.
Okay.
Okay, so we're talking to Elizabeth.
Thank you.
It's really cold.
Oh,
Are
Jesus,
you-
I've just gone
It's
freezing.
really
since you said
cold.
that.
Are you the lady from upstairs?
Can you point both of these dowsing rods to the person speaking the poem that you know of? Cuz.
Oh,
Thank you
thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so you're still here at your home at God's Providence. Is your husband here with you as well? Can you cross them over if your husband is here with you? You're still here together?
Thank you. Are you? Whoa! I felt that then. I literally felt the energy of the dowsing rods then. That's really weird.
Are you round near Rachel?
It's literally pointed one, like it's being specific.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're moving the rods and that's amazing. Can you make any noise as well so we know that you're here? What? Can you say that again for us, please? That wasn't radio.
sounded like better, but I don't know.
The man we were just speaking to, can you say something else?
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So if you can... What?
So we were investigating in the main dining room area, and all of a sudden we heard the spirit pot on the stairwell go off. Because it was really cold around my shoulders, and now it seems like it's moved over to you guys.
Guys, the thing on the stairs. Go. No,
No, it's still going, it's still going.
Now it's stopped. Brilliant, thank you so much. First the whisper, and now that. God. Footsteps upstairs.
That's the top floor. No, it's the top. I'm sure it's the top floor. It's in the building.
There's a window at the top though, so that flash could have been from outside.
Oh, it could be. There was a big flash on that wall. Big flash on that wall.
I heard the dun
Yeah,
upstairs.
it definitely sounded like upstairs, didn't it?
If you can go off again whilst Lisa reads this poem.
Joseph Whitehead and his wife must have had a happy life. Joseph and Elizabeth, 200 years ago, his death, used tools moulded, oaken door, preserved as in the days of yore, hung from straps with fleur-de-lis, these were pointed out to me, saying little, saying all, 5 simple words that clearly show Elizabeth and her good Joe thanked God from whom all blessings flow. For here upon this tablet read, all ye who have the time to heed, God's providence, yes, on the wall is my inheritance, that's all.
Got it. I've got it.
Thank you so much. That is fantastic. I asked it to do it in the next 5 minutes.
It did.
Has that gone an hour and a half off since the first time? Do you remember? No. And I've realised this when we're not paying attention. So if we don't pay attention to you, can you do it again? I'm hearing them footsteps again upstairs. Yeah. Thank you. It's going.
Thank you.
That is so strong. Orange, blue, orange, blue, orange, blue. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
You.
Can it change the colours?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, brilliant now. That was fantastic.
Yeah, of course.
Just want to say, this is our spirit pod, and we never had it go off in an investigation, let alone 3, 4, 5 times. And it really takes me to do this. To set that off. So the first time that the spirit pod has gone off is at God's Providence House.
We've used it on quite a few investigations, haven't we? But it's never gone off.
No.
But
So we're sitting around the table doing an EVP session, if I remember correctly, and it randomly starts going off. So we've all ran out in excitement.
And it stops.
And it stops. Now, that staircase is a very old staircase, isn't it? And it's got a lot of energy attached to it, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it comes from an old manor house originally,
Right.
I think. I don't think they're quite sure which one it came from, but it's old.
If I remember correctly, you went round with an EMF meter to see if there was any electrics that was setting that off.
Yep. Went along the wall, bottom top, around that kind of area, and there was not really anything there that was setting it off at that time.
Right. So you couldn't debunk it at that point. Right.
I mean, it was there for ages, wasn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
I can't remember how long we'd been there for before it went off, but surely it would have gone off before.
I think, personally to me, I think that's the best piece of evidence we have got, especially after you did the poem.
The only thing with that piece of equipment is sometimes I do know that it does go off to movement slightly.
Not from there, it doesn't.
But can you say it's hard evidence?
Is that pure hard evidence? Do you know what? When we are saying as a team pure hard evidence, what I see pure hard evidence as is a spirit standing in front of me, even as a non-skeptic.
That's the only way that I would agree to believe, yeah.
So, do we gather evidence? Yes. Is the pure hard evidence hopefully still to come, that we get that non-arguable evidence, which is the PhD we're searching for? So, yes, we've gathered evidence there.
Whoa. That sounded like a cupboard or something, or a door.
There's only one way to find out, isn't there?
Yeah.
Was it closed?
Who was the last out of this room?
This one here?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ash, were you last out of the room upstairs?
Which upstairs? Why?
Did you shut it? Or pull it to?
I can't remember now. I'm asking everyone else who was last out, and it's me. I think I was last out. Well, you see the size of the gap between the door and the door frame. No one can get through that without having to open it more, are they? Then the other solution is if the wind's pushed it too far. That's a bright light.
Yeah.
Not playing it loud, that's not cool.
Enter the Bluetooth.
Yeah, that was lighting.
There's noise.
That was downstairs.
Yeah.
Like a tap or a bang.
Here you go. Oh, it's cold up here.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, very hell.
Oh,
Wow, that's really cool.
Jesus.
It's freezing.
I don't know if it's freezing in this hallway for a reason or just because it's the upstairs flat that's cold.
Where'd that come from?
Well, you heard that. That was the inside. Hi,
Is that
alright.
right?
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Is there anyone in this room with us?
Hello? That was a girl's woman's voice. Wasn't it?
Charles, Terence, James. Can you repeat one of your names on here?
That was a lady that just said hello. Can you say your name?
Who?
Can you say something very clearly for us? What, like? Anything.
Albert.
Albert. Was
Oh,
that?
your name's Albert. Sorry, I spoke over there.
Did you just repeat your name on this box? Albert.
What did you say?
Sounds like the same voice.
It's the same man, isn't it?
Yeah. So this was the end of the first night of investigation at Gods Providence House, and we were packing away the equipment, fully not expecting anything else to happen. And then suddenly we discover a noise from inside one of Ash's bit of equipment that he'd already packed away in the suitcase.
It's in the box, so nothing can nudge it.
It's just I've just put a camera, so it's just turned on by itself.
That camera. Sorry, we're just going for a cigarette break. That's one of our speakers. It's just turned on by itself. It's locked. It is locked. Inside that box.
Yeah.
Radio is playing.
What? It's
Again,
done
it's
it
going
again.
off. Inside this locked box. Sorry. Well, it doesn't. I have all this equipment at home every night, and it's locked away. Never
So
going off.
last time it was the walkie-talkies. Now it's the speaker.
I'm sorry, I've got a rolling handful on it.
What's that?
It's got a moment. You know what that is? I don't have a clue what that.
See, this is what happened before. The walkies were doing some weird noises, weren't they?
Power off.
Power off.
It's just
Thank
gone off.
you.
Thank you very much.
Thank
If you
you.
did do that as a gesture to us. Even turned itself off after. Power off, I'm done. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So we actually decided to go back for another night's investigation. It was just a few weeks before Christmas. So obviously all the Christmas decorations were up. Just before the investigation, we were shooting a little promotional piece for the first episode, when something happened that none of us expected.
Was that you?
I don't think so.
So if I remember, this is actually before the investigation, and we're doing just a promotional bit on Wish.
Yeah, doing little clips, weren't
doing
we?
little clips.
Camera.
We're not investigating, and we're all just doing our bit and discussing what we're going to do and say. And then Lisa's candle goes out. You laugh at this point, at the same breath that the candle goes out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure we can both acknowledge that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Which was why we did actually wonder whether it was you that actually blew it out.
Because you asked me straight away.
Yeah.
And I even said apparently no, but then obviously looking back, it's like a split second of something you may have not seen.
So the events that followed later that evening actually brings this back a little bit more maybe paranormal than what we first believed.
Because
you know
this,
what, it was the candle just going out.
What we discover later on, this was the start of it, wasn't
Exactly.
it? Because if you look at the bit before previously that we've just seen, Niall laughed a lot harder and the flame didn't go out. His flame hasn't gone out, or yours. And we were all laughing and talking with each other.
So we thought it's weird.
Yeah.
But the events that happened later on this evening linked it back to this because that evening was dedicated to you, Liz.
It was. Yeah. It's just weird because as soon as it went out, I thought that's the start of something.
You had a feeling. Or
I
something
just had a feeling to start with. As soon as it went out, I thought, right, that's it.
So I've sat down at this table. I'd love to be able to see you. So could you sit opposite me and speak through this device? Do you think? Would you rather someone else spoke to you? Okay, so if you answer in the next 10 seconds, I won't walk away. Room. Okay. Maximum. So does that mean you want all of us in this room? Niall, can you just clear a sec? Okay, we're all in this room now. You have the maximum people in this room. Now can you do something? So I said, in 10 seconds I'm going to walk away, and I got up and then it came through. And it said room and maximum. So I don't know if they're asking all of us to be in this room. Show you're in this building.
So we're all here in the room now. Is there anything else that you'd like to say whilst we're all here?
Yes, good. Portal.
There's a portal. Where is the portal?
Give us a direct answer of where that portal is. Are you able to do that? So I'm just going to set up this EVP recorder next to it in case they're speaking to us in actual voice. Okay, so the EVP recorder's kicked in. You're able to talk through here now as well. So, I'm Ash.
I'm Lisa.
I'm Alex. Can you tell us your name?
What happened then?
Cut off the recording.
How can you do that?
It's going, but it's not recording. Cut it off.
Was it you that cut it off?
Did you just manipulate our device? Words. It's completely broke.
Completely.
So that's unit. That's box and unit.
On.
Unit on. Okay, so if I was turning the unit off, then what? Just for the record of the camera, our EVP machine, in case you didn't notice, has completely been wiped. It's actually not working anymore. So yeah, I don't know if that was something manipulating the device, but it's certainly strange. Manner.
I think it's just found
I
words.
think it's found words, you know.
Unless it started the whole talking about where you've been previous.
If that says Araton right now, then...
Or another place you've been to.
So, yeah, again, for the sake of the camera guys, we've actually had this theory that it's actually coming up with a lot of old places we've been to. So, if the person is here, or the spirit that is here, and you are actually following us, can you clarify that on here? That you followed us to this venue as well? Are you attached to either or any of us?
I mean, the machine here doesn't actually remember the words, does it? It doesn't have a memory. So it doesn't remember the words from before.
If we walk away, can you say something as soon as we walk out this room to prove you just don't want us in here?
Oh, it's gone off.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. It says living and then it says thank you.
Right.
Okay, so we're going to leave you alone for a bit now. I'm going to go in the other room.
Come on, tell us who you are.
It's
me?
you? So that it's me or it's Misty.
Okay, it's all yours.
Huh. That sounded like hello. Did that just sound like hello when it dropped?
Oh.
Did you just say my name?
Huh. That sounded like hello. Did that just sound like hello when it dropped? Huh. That sounded like hello. Did that just sound like hello when it dropped?
Did that just say hello, Lisa?
I think so.
That was hello again.
Accent.
Did you live here once? That's right. Can you say that's right?
I didn't make out what it said.
Say that again. Yes.
That was the same voice. That was the same voice
So you
just
used to
then.
work here? It was your home? It's just
Oh,
East
yeah.
Do you want to...
We were just saying about people, like spirits maybe following us, without dramatising everything. some of my members have actually got that feeling. Alice, the Obelisk, keeps coming up with places we've actually been, which is really interesting. Again, guys, not saying that's paranormal, that could be random, but it's very coincidental that that's where we've been, on the Isle of Wight.
It's funny that it would say East Dean as well, because it said manor before, didn't it? And East Dean is like a big manor house sort of thing.
That's a good point. What was that?
Oh.
What did it say?
See you around?
Is that what it said?
That's what I would have made it. It could be the radio.
Couldn't make it out. That was a boy.
Is there anything else that you'd like to say? So I actually thought that was maybe not coincidence, but a bit odd that it was my candle that went out when we were discussing things earlier, and then it was my name that was called just now on the spirit box.
How did that make you feel, Lise?
I actually thought that when the candle went out, I actually thought that was for me anyway. So I think having my name on the spirit box has just confirmed it.
It distinctly says, "Hi Lisa." I don't know whether you heard that as well, but it sounds as if it was in the same voice that said, "Miss."
Yeah. So it's miss me.
Miss me, and then "Hi Lisa."
Hi, Lisa.
Yeah.
It was hello as well.
And hello.
And hello.
So is this spirit talking to you?
Yeah. As I say, from the candle, I actually thought that something was gonna happen.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that much of a surprise, I don't think, for me when something came up on the spirit box, because I've actually had something there before. I bet someone said hello to me on the spirit box there before, didn't it?
Yeah.
So I actually had a feeling because of the candle that something was actually going to happen. But I still actually think that's quite an impressive bit of evidence. I don't know what you think, Niall.
With the spirit box and the speaker and all that, it goes through radio frequencies just to try to gain something. Sometimes, obviously, it does hit a radio frequency in which you get a bit of radio back. But then sometimes when it's able to put words together, like what we've just seen here, it's a bit mind-boggling about how it does that sort of thing. Some say it could be you're running that quickly through the radio frequencies to pick up this word, that word, moves on to the next. But this is, a bit little.
When we enter God's Providence, every time we enter God's Providence, Lisa tends to introduce yourself, don't you? You're the first one, and she introduces herself a lot more than me and Niall do to anything the other side that might be there, and she'll say it's us again, it's Lisa.
And I walk around and I go and have a little chat with her as well.
So I'm wondering if it's acknowledging this time because it knows you from a few times before. Is it saying hello, Lisa? You're the person they've warmed to, you know? It wasn't malevolent.
Oh no,
You know,
no, it wasn't malevolent by any means. But I think not that it spooked me out, but I think the next bit of evidence that we're going to go through is actually the one that's just like
It's like the third.
It's one of those moments that you think, right, you just cannot.
Because we've been hearing before in a private investigation, and it's called My Name Before on the spirit box. So
Let's prove beyond all doubt you're here. Can you now say Lisa's name? You've blown out her candle. You said her name. Now put it on here. We would really appreciate that. I'll tell you what, guys, if the next word is Lisa, we'll pack up and just
I think it's quite interesting, actually, set to camera. We're waiting for it to come up. That it's. I mean, you've caught it on camera, haven't you, Alex? It's actually said East Dean as well. Now we've been to East Dean, which is what we were discussing, wasn't it, about the manor?
Okay, so I've got some of the baubles off the Christmas tree in God's Providence House. I just want to see if anyone can roll these back to us, or they stop dead, manipulate their movement, or anything like that. So we'll see how this goes. So if you could roll this back to us, or come back towards us, something, that would be great. Can you throw that back? What does it say?
Pass.
Pass?
Pass.
P-A-S-S.
So I don't know if that's anything to do with the balls, but I did just say I'm going to pass them balls to you. So I did just pass you the baubles. Can you pass them back to me?
We do appreciate you being able to talk to us.
like you have been so far. You're watching.
Or are you watching Ash put the baubles back on the tree?
There's a bauble on the floor.
I just kicked it.
I know exactly what the baubles are as well. It's this one, and a red one that I put on. Yeah, it's a completely different bauble. I put
Where is it from then?
all the ones that I
It's
put on
come
the
off
film.
this. The thing here, 'cause it's got baubles on it.
Yeah, but it hasn't. Yeah, but how could that have come off?
Just brush it past.
Did you just do that? Back it up on the obvious that you just did that. You can.
It's just moved.
Just moved.
It's just moved.
Just moved.
It's just moved.
Just moved.
That moved. It just went nudged and it went.
Honestly, I've also...
Thank you for that.
This is one of the best scenes for me of the whole evening, actually, is because me and Alex were the ones that actually watched it move.
Yeah.
You didn't actually watch it, you didn't actually see it, did you?
I wasn't in the room
so
at this point.
we're going by the, you're looking at it hearing for the first time, aren't you?
Yeah. I mean, we can discuss what one moved first, and for me it's irrelevant because that bauble was moving against the gravity of the actual building.
Yeah, I mean, the flagstones go down that way. So scientifically, the bauble should
go down with it.
down.
But
It's going
how
up.
can that wet floor sign move upwards and the bauble move upwards if the building is going down?
I think that the floor sign is moving because the bauble's moving, isn't it? So therefore, whatever's moving the bauble must be doing it quite hard
to push against the wet floor sign.
Because that's quite heavy, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
It would take some force to move it. And that's just a little plain cheap bauble that you buy. That they're quite light, aren't they?
It's denial.
Well, as you were saying with flagstones, certain level and everything, obviously this bauble's caught in the crack between two separate floor stones. So it could be leaning back, but if it's built in which it's supposed to be pushing it forward, then it could push it against the wet floor sign. The other thing could be, as you say, it is lightweight and all that sort of thing, but that metal piece on top of the bauble could actually be the weight, and if it's leaning a certain direction, could tip it over and push it against the wet floor sign. You never know, you need to test it out sort of thing and see where it is from there.
Okay, so but does that not come back to our original point where is that heavy enough to move the wet floor sign?
No.
The only thing just before this though, obviously, is that obviously I kicked the bauble.
Yeah.
Now, by kicking it, obviously there's the force to push it from one place to another.
Mm-hmm.
Could it have pushed it enough that it pushing it against the wet floor sign?
Yeah.
That's pushed it into it enough that it's going to like back kick or push against it again? You never know, because...
the only thing I would say about that is the fact that I'd say that there's too much of a delay between you kicking it than for it to move.
I know, but with all stuff like friction, because you've got plastic, if the plastic's stuck like that and it's pushing it slowly against, you can have it where it kicks out and then comes back, the bauble hits again. You could have movement. Obviously, there's multiple things that I can see that could happen with the flagstone and lots of different things. But what I've seen through the video, it does look potentially like something's, from your points of view, I can see where you're coming from, where it looks like something's potentially hit the bauble on the back and pushed it that's not there. But then obviously I can see it from a different point of view. I wasn't there as Ash was. I'm seeing this for the first time. I was in the other room, so...
But surely the motion would give it a little... Do you see what I mean? It would move it more than just that little tiny flick up.
This is
if
what
you're
I mean.
saying that
It
there's
could
motion, surely it would come back again a little
But
bit.
motion
afterwards,
comes
and it didn't.
in two different forms. You can either have motion that goes quick or motion that goes slow. It depends on how much friction's caused and stuff like that.
I think... okay.
So personally,
I have to say,
I actually think it's a really good bit of
I love
evidence.
it.
that's
I
literally
love
what's going to be my next line. It does look like a really good piece of evidence. This is probably the best thing I've seen us lot capture so far.
Tell me why you're here.
Was that for life?
Yeah, I heard live, yeah.
You're here for life?
We've been told this is the ladies' room. Life?
That was live again,
Life.
yeah.
and that was a man.
Okay.
So we've had a man and a woman both say life. So is there two of you here? Can you confirm that?
Are you protecting the place?
So we'd already had the candle incident, which was focused on Lisa, and we'd also had the Hello Lisa on the spirit box. So we already had it in our minds that things were very focused on Lisa. So Ash kind of challenged whatever might be there to say Lisa's name on the Alice Ovulus while we were outside. And we came back to discover that they had in fact done that.
Lisa, where's something called Pan?
Pan?
P-A-N.
No.
Lisa.
So Lisa, it said your name through the spirit box. It blew out your candle.
And now it said my name on here, which is what we
which
asked.
we asked it. It waited till we went out the room,
It did.
and it gave.
Well, thank you. We'd asked for you to say my name, and you've done it.
We did say that we were going to go out of here if it came up with their name as well.
That's three things now that is relevant to me, and I thank you for that, because it's a real privilege to be here in your house. So
That's mental. That is
Thank
really
you.
crazy. Can you say Lisa's name? And it's come out with
It
Lisa.
has.
Whilst we were out having, I'm not going to lie, a cigarette break from the investigation. It said it.
it said it. Thank you.
I absolutely love Gods Providence. As soon as you go in there, it's like stepping back in time.
I've got a couple of pieces of evidence that I really enjoyed at Gods Providence. One has to be the bauble and the wet floor sign moving against actually the structure of the building. You don't always get that on camera. Also, when our spirit pod went off, that's actually the first time that piece of equipment has gone off, and it was rather strong reading. So I find that very, I don't think it was coincidental. I've felt Gods Providence has a lot of things happening in the place.
The evidence that we actually caught through the time that we were there, I mean, to me, it was a very personal experience. I mean, you've got the candle, you've got the spirit box, and you've got Alice the Ovulus. I mean, to me, that was just amazing. Absolutely enjoyed that bit. Secondly, with the bauble, I don't know whether we've actually caught pure hard evidence by that, but I personally actually saw it move on its own. So for me, it was amazing.
So best piece of evidence for me personally from the entire investigation of Gods Providence, that would have to be the bauble for me, because as I said, it was the first time I'd ever seen something move by itself.
So the most compelling piece that for me, for the night of God's Providence, probably the walkie-talkies, because it was me and Lisa in that room. There was no one else. There was no one touching the walkie-talkies. And the fact that it said radio beforehand and then that happened, I think is a little bit more than a coincidence.
So, through our investigation through God's Providence, the best piece of evidence that I've got was the connection with Lisa, where it connected all the way along 3 different things with the spirit box, candle at the beginning, and with the Alice Ovulus coming up with her name. That still stumped me along the way about how it was all connected together with one person where we've never had that before. I believe God's Providence has paranormal activity.